Hey, so today is my very first open YouTube video, and I thought I would speak on a really important topic with you today, and it's desire. And I'm going to tell you all about my desires that I have with you and about you. And it relates to something that I teach people in my Make Love Happen course, because I think we can get into some really tricky dynamics around desire in all our close relationships, not just our romantic ones. And so we often suppress them because we've either had our desires, our wants rejected in the past, and so we're afraid of being rejected again, or we're afraid of rocking the boat and bringing up desires that might feel threatening, or rock that status quo with somebody close to us, and so we keep them to ourselves, especially if they feel new or a bit edgy, or we think, oh, I'm just not going to bother my partner, they're busy, we're functioning well, we're going along okay, so I'm not going to bother even really knowing what I desire, let alone speaking it out loud. And I think this is really such a shame and such a mistake for all our relationships, because the energy of our authentic desires has forward momentum in it. It really has the possibility to bring life and fire and inspiration and growth. It brings growth because it takes us to our edge in our relationships. And so it's a really important part of them. And we can really work with the energy of desire to make it a really positive thing in our relationships. And what we tend to do instead is either suppress our desires, or we get into habits of nagging and complaining. So complaining about what we're not getting, what's happening that we're not enjoying, but we often not really in touch with, or don't say what we want. We complain and we nag. So you can imagine this often doesn't have a really good effect. It's not much of a turn on, really, is it? It tends to feel like pressure and create some ill will often. And so imagine letting go of that, and instead you getting in touch with and embodying the energy of your authentic desire. Now, this is a powerful, yummy energy that's alive in us if we allow it to be. And then from that embodied place, and expressing our desires to our loved ones, you can imagine this has a very different effect. So I thought today I would experiment with that and do that, expressing my desires that I have with you to you, and just see how it goes, see where it goes. So these desires are all about my journey in showing up here in YouTube and social media with you, and what it's all about for me. So first of all, I'm going to just tap a little bit more into that energy of desire in my body. And in the course, I provide my clients with a guided meditation that helps get into the sensitivity and the aliveness of this energy in your body. And at first when we do, you can often find some blockages there. It will often arise perhaps around the solar plexus, things to do with your inner child, where perhaps at some point you internalized that you weren't worthy of your desires, or you wanted too much. We all just want so much as children, and we're told no, that's too much. And so we internalize that our desires are too much, or we're too needy, we're too bossy, we're too greedy, or that our desires are threatening and we get into trouble for them. So you might find a few blockages in there to your energy of desire in your body, and they just simply need to be heard and felt, listened to, released and integrated, as the case may be, so that energy, the energy highway, can be freed for your desire to flow freely through. And so now just tapping into that myself, and feeling into my relationship with you and what I desire, feeling the energy. I can feel it stirring a little around down in my base, around the groin. It feels warm. It kind of feels like melty, and then it feels like it's slowly kind of bubbling up from down there and up into my belly. And into my hips, and it's filling my body and coming upwards, and up through my solar plexus and my shoulders and my heart. And yeah, I can feel it. Something like wanting to spill a little bit about my heart and through my throat and through my voice. And so I feel like I'm in touch with that energy now and feel ready to express my desires to you. Are you ready to receive my desires? Yeah, so showing up here, I want to develop an authentic relationship with you. I want to really let you see me. I desire to get beyond the fear of just showing up as myself in my honesty and in my creative expression. I want you to see my unique energy signature. And it's okay if not everybody hangs around. I want to find the ones that resonate with that. Yeah, that feels good. And when I find you, I want us to engage. I want this to be a two-way relationship. I want to inspire you and engage you so that you feel like engaging with me as well, so that you want to comment, you want to ask me questions, send me personal messages. And I want this to be a real community with a two-way relationship happening that we're learning and growing through. Yeah, I really want to connect with you by sharing my journey. My work comes really out of my life's journey, and especially my relationship experience, which has been, not a straight and narrow line, that's for sure. And there are ups and downs, there are roller coaster rides, there are twists and turns. Yeah, it's quite a path. And there's lots of difficult days, and there's disappointment, and there's heartbreak, and then there's celebration and expansion and evolution. So I really want to be able to share all of it with you, and I want to be able to show up when it's hard and when I'm confused, knowing that that's probably going to sometimes bring something as well. I really desire to be consistent with you. It's something that I've been really struggling with, and I desire now to overcome that. I want to show up consistently with you and for you, so you can depend on me being there with you. I want to dive deep with you. I love to dive deep. I dive deep with my clients. I dive deep in my friendships and relationships, and I want to dive deep with you. And yeah, just again, let that resonate with the ones who it's going to work with and work for. I want to be of value to you. Yeah, I know I'm not going to be of value to everyone, but yeah, I desire that the things I learn in my daily life and in my relationships, and I learn so much from my clients and through my work, and by sharing that, I really want to be of value to you. I want to have a love affair with my marketing and online presence. I want it to be interesting. I want to grow from it. I want to be creative with it. I want to get inspired through the journey of it. I want to be embodied. I want to be free. And I want to just have a love affair with it. I want it to be my next big love in my life. Yeah, that feels really good in my body. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I think that's my desire, just felt and poured out to you. And in saying that, I desire to show up tomorrow and see you here again. Thank you for sharing and receiving my desire.